I'm legal in America, but I still can't leave the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause the way like I got my paperwork was like I'm a DACA recipient with like the Dreamers. You know what I'm saying? The whole point was like when we came to America, our parents brought us, so we didn't make the decision ourselves to break the law, so we were given our papers here. But in order for that to pass, they had to put some type of limit to our access to America, because it was like if we're just getting like a citizenship or a green card off of that, like it's like almost a free for all, because it's like 7 million of us, you know what I'm saying, that like we're signing up during that time for it. So they had to put some type of limits in order for it to even pass, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't. And then like, you know, Obama used his executive order and passed it, you know what I'm saying? But
so that's what you mean when you talk about having to walk on eggshells for a minute in your, whether it's in your childhood.
Yeah, bro, what? Like I tell the homies all the time, I'm like, I feel like my homies was wilding out. They was doing wild shit. I felt like a walking brick. Like I'm the brick. I'm the brick of dope. Like I don't gotta do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the thing that was imported that they didn't want to be here as a human person, as a human being. So it's like, I don't even gotta do, like niggas is running around going crazy. I'm like, nigga, I'm more gangster than you niggas by just being outside. I should be inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, on top of that, like, you know, all the family type shit where like, for example, like, I don't know the concept of cousins. Like, I don't have that.
You're the only one?
Nah, I have cousins, but there's no relationship.
No, of course. But like, they're all back in Senegal.
Yeah, I'm the only one in America. They're all in Senegal or Europe. You know what I'm saying? Half of my family's in Europe. Kind of, but like over time and
you
like
didn't even build like that foundation.
Bro, I came here at the age of 6, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know much about.
It wasn't like there was Facebook or shit like that to be able to keep up with.
And by the time I got here, their parents was already in Europe. Like my mom was like the last to leave Africa. You know what I'm saying? She was the last to leave Senegal. So like when she left, we came to join my pops here. Like I had like slight relationships with some of my cousins, but it was just because they would come visit Senegal. So I met them like twice.
Yeah.
Then I go to France for 6 months. I see them for a little bit. Now I'm here. And it's like, that's why like even like somebody that's like a friend to me, like you almost take that slot in my life. Like that's why I take friendships mad real. My homies are like my brothers. Like if I call somebody a brother, like I mean that. Because it's like, I don't even have the cousin thing. Like I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Just me, my immediate family type shit. But it builds character. You know what I'm saying? I be telling niggas, I'm like, immigration's the third parent. Like you got your moms, your pops, and then you got this like parent that's just floating in the air. That's like, yo, you can't wild out. Like you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember early.
A lot of times it'd be like, yo, I can't get into this fight because it's not even that I'm worried about the nigga that I'm a fight. It's that I'm not trying to face whatever I got back at home.
Yo, I had a situation like that one time where like this white dude came out of nowhere, like cause we were just by his crib and he like punched me, and I looked at him. And I was about to fight him and I hesitated and I like got in the car, told my niggas, let's leave. And as we were leaving, cops were coming. And then like, for like a week, my homies didn't talk to me. They were like, yo, why ain't you do nothing, da-da-da. Like,
scary.
And they never knew. So I told them what I was dealing with and they gained mad respect for me. They were like, yo, bro, you been running around with us. We wilding and you're just here. Like, you could get in trouble and be out just like for being. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's why I avoid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why like I have like, you know what I'm saying? This like, there's no point, bro. But I got homies that came to America on the same tip, but they wild out, got deported, wild out in jail.
My pops got deported, bro.
Feel me? Like niggas be wilding, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's out of respect for my parents. Like everything they went through to even like my pops went through so much to like, you know what I'm saying? Like provide for us to even come to America. My moms went through so much coming to America.
That'd be a slap in the face.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. They just recently got their green cards. Like, after 30 years, my pop's being in America. Guys, he's in Africa right now. I'm happy for him. Like, he could dip and come back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, out of respect for that grind and the people that they are and like how they went so hard to raise me, provide for me. Like, I never felt like I was lacking, ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would I wild out? Why would I like risk that? When I was younger, I got into some fights and my pop said it. Like, I say it in one of my songs, Big and Hove, like, he told me, he was like, yo, I'll send you home. And that was the third parent. That was like, it like stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's interesting because like in Africa too, like when you're like 5 in Senegal, it's like being 15 in America. So my life like reset. Like I went from being like, I'm running around. I threw a rooftop party, bro, at the age of 6. I be thinking about it like, I be like, yo, why did like, how can I even, like I see my little brother and my little sister when they were growing up here mad young. I'm like, how was I? But it's because like, we're not slowed down. Like, I'm doing long division in kindergarten. Like, we're doing like real.
In Senegal.
Like, in Senegal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not slowed down. America slows down the development of the kids.
What's the reason behind that, bro?
Control. That is the control.
Control. Because that is the case. Like when I went to Netherlands and shit, 18 is the drinking age, or like at 16, like you kind of looked at like an adult type shit.
I was gonna say, with that reasoning though, how did you come to music as, you feel me, a career path? You feel me?
So
with that, you feel me? Because with that upbringing, do they see like, do your parents see music as a reasonable career path, or as like something that's like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
They didn't. But to be real, like, it's interesting because that experience is the whole reason why I make music. So like, I was like on some straight A student vibes, you know what I'm saying? And like in the 5th grade, there was a competition in my city to win a scholarship to UMass Dartmouth. And I won. Like I went into middle school knowing I was good for college. You know what I'm saying?
I can already tell when you talked about some of the things you do is like coding and stuff like that. I can already know that like you're tech savvy and just smart in general.
Yeah, nah, I just be into a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was the thing is, like 9/11 changed a lot in America. When 9/11 happened, they blamed the fact that immigrants, those guys came and migrated here and learned everything here. So they stopped allowing like immigrants to have like in-state tuition. And we had to pay like out-of-state tuition. But then like every year, my parents are having meetings with this dude like, yo, is he good? Is he gonna be good? And they're like, yeah, he's fine. Bro, the day, like, bro, I get accepted, bro. I get accepted. I'm like applying for classes. They invite us over. They're like, oh, we got to talk to y'all. They tell my parents that I can't go to school. The whole reason, like, that I was brought to America was for a betterment of my education and opportunity. And like the relief of the moment of me getting a scholarship, my parents feeling like, okay, we don't got to stack up all this bread to send them. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is out here, right? So it was almost like we got baited and switched on. Like, and then like the dude.
What was their reasoning for that?
Because I didn't have my papers. And after 9/11, they put some laws in that didn't allow us to get scholarships, certain scholarships. And that was like an in-state tuition scholarship. So I couldn't do that. And I was rapping in high school. Like I performed at my prom. Like it was like, I was already kind of known as like a rapper, but like I wasn't going into college like, yeah, I'm about to do this. But that day I was like, yo, I need to speak up about this. Like, this is what I got to rap about. This is my purpose. This is what I got to talk about. Like there's mad kids going through this. Like mad people who like spent like their whole life to get their kid to a place, and then that kid loses that opportunity just cause like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I'm a rap. And like, honestly, bro, grateful to God. Like I ended up getting like the Grammys. I gave that to my parents. Like, yo, this is the degree. Like that moment was huge for me. Cause I was like, yo, I couldn't get the degree that y'all brought me here for.
So they never turned that around. Like you weren't able to go to school.
No, bro. I didn't go to college, bro. That was clipped, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I used to go to the school and battle niggas. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I was going to rap school pretty much. Like, I just went into the real world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, after a while, like, bro, shout out to your cousin, bro. Like, that's the reason why I even got, like, a tech job and got into the tech space. Because I was at UMass, and then he was at Wentworth. I mean, not UMass. I was at Mass Art with the homies. He was at Wentworth. I met him there. And then he got a job and told them that I could do all the work, and they gave me an opportunity. And that's how I like segued into.
That's amazing. That is what matters. You feel me? It's like, yo, if I'm qualified, fuck all the certificates or the paperwork that I could do the work.
But we live in an era now where that's what matters now.
Yeah.
Like there's people who went to college and they're like not getting jobs.
Facts.
They're struggling, and then people like that show and prove the work that they've been doing independently, that they can do this work. Like they get the jobs now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Because college don't guarantee that person got talent. It just mean like you know how to show up on time. You know how to take the shit that we give you. That's it. Like that's their preparation for you to enter the workforce.
Yeah. It's a lot of the jobs that was.
You just like drop that like just casually as fuck talking about winning a Grammy for your family and shit like that.
Well, nah, it's like. All right, word, yeah.
He said it's like we got
it's
more
not
coming
even about
in the
it
future.
being light. It's like that came. It's funny because that whole situation was even through the lens of immigration. Like it's crazy, bro. My whole life, my struggle has been my benefit and like my blessing. Like I was in DC protesting. We did the first like successful protest in the Hart Senate building. Like we were in there protesting. Like
what year is this?
This was 2016, 17.
What were y'all protesting at that time?
It was around the time that we wanted to be able to get our papers as DACA recipients.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like there were people on like, you know, the Democratic side trying to make that happen. And then like Trump was in office and they wasn't trying to let that rock. It was that first weekend shutdown. There was like a government shutdown early on when he came in. It was induced by us. We was there like, it was like United We Dream, like the orange caps. We was like all over there. And
did it feel like y'all were putting it on the line, like gathering?
Yeah, no, some of us knew we were gonna get arrested. Like some of us and
it wasn't a fear of being deported or anything?
Because it's domestic, so it wasn't, you can't get deported for certain things. So some of us knew we were getting arrested, and we we had money to like pay for them to come out. Like we had a whole setup. Like it was like a whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
It was organized.
And that also taught me like that's like when I lost respect for politics, because like all the politicians that were on our side, after that weekend happened, they flipped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, all right, cool, whatever. It was clipped. But then they said something about, yo, these people are like, Spotify is sponsoring this this album that these people are working on, and they're looking for artists. Like, I gave them your name. I was like, I bet, word. Like a year and a half later, to be real, bro, like I was at a point where like I was at my lowest. Like I was living in Fenway, bro. I was good. I had a tech job. I had my own spot. Shit was good, bro. This motherfucker.
That's an expensive ass place to live.
Trump gets in the office, bro. I no longer can work because like I got to renew my paperwork, and it takes a couple of months. But when he was in office, he was trying to rescind that, get rid of it. So those couple of months turned to 9 to 10 months of me being back undocumented. So I can't work.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. So like I had to move back to my
So
city.
are you now like in those 9 months, were you back to a legal status?
I was back to being illegal. This is what happens. Like it's temporary, and you have to renew it. You got to renew it in time. Of course, you could renew it in time if you know it's gonna happen in 2 months. But I'm renewing it, and I'm sitting here waiting for 8 months. Lose my job, lose my apartment, my savings dwindle. I gotta go back to live in New Bedford at my cousin's crib. He had a mattress on the floor. Now I go from my crib to a mattress on the floor. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
Like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, and I got to a point where I was like, yo, whatever. I'm cool with this music shit. I'm about to get a construction job under the table and just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like we all do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that I got that call, bro, that week, bro. That's why, bro, I'm such a believer, bro. I'm so grateful, bro. Like I got that week where I was done, bro. I got a DM from, shout out to him, Doug Davis, Clive Davis's son, top entertainment lawyer. This is still one of my closest friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, like, yo, we're doing this album. We've been paying attention to you for the last 6 months, and like, you really rap about this.
Were you still
really
continuing your music and being consistent during that
time?
time?
Yeah, I was working on the Immigrant of the Year album, so I was dropping singles, hints. I was dropping records, and he invited me to Miami. He was like, "Yo, tomorrow." I was like, "Word?" He was like, "Yeah." I pulled up, recorded. I did one verse. I was supposed to do it, and they made me do another verse. Then I ended up on like 6 songs, and like that album was made to like convince politicians that we are Americans.
The value of it,
what we did was we took American classic. And like we took American classic songs and redid them as immigrants with a big band jazz. It was a big band jazz album because that's the type of music that politicians listen to, jazz. And so we put it in their lens so that they could see that we are like, there's a song. The song I did was Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song. And that's an American classic, but it's a rock song. Turned it to a big band jazz song, and I rapped on it. Like, it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's a testament to mad niggas who's not even have that lens as an artist to pursue something like that. No bullshit. So that's you taking a stand.
First of all, what is this album called? Like, I want people to be able to check that shit out.
It's called American Dreamers.
American Dreamers.
So and this was Voices of Hope and Songs of Freedom.
Spotify backed.
Spotify, they backed it in a sense, like they sponsored like the trips to go, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that a lot of the producers had relationships with like, you know what I'm saying? Doug was one of the producers, Kabir Nelson, Doug Davis, and John DeVersa was like a composer, a big band jazz composer. We invited mad musicians. They invited like 40 immigrants like that were kind of in the music. Some of them were, but it was just people that stood out to them that were voices. And they like kind of like try to make me like the face of it because they were like, you make music about this. It's not just like a one-time thing for you. So like, bro, it was a blessing, bro. Like I can't say nothing.
So what did this end up winning the Grammy for?
That album won 3 Grammys.
What was like what
Big
are the
Band
categories?
Jazz Album of the Year. One of the songs won, and then a solo one. So we won 3. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
and to be able to give that to your parents afterwards.
Yeah, that was like, for me, it was like, yo, and I told myself that day, like, I remember, bro, that day I'll never forget. I'm at the crib, and it's like ironic. My mother's in the kitchen cooking. She's chopping onions, but she's not crying because of those onions. She's crying, bro. She's bugging.
Yeah.
My pops is stressed. He's like going in and out the crib smoking cigarettes. Like, they're trying to figure it out. I'm like, dang, I went up to my room. I was like, I'm gonna rap my way to my papers. I'm gonna rap my way to like changing my life. I have to.